by today. So I am going to pull these calibrachoas out of the containers right here. And I wanted to stop and let y'all know, as you saw in the title, the other plant that I'm going to pull. The weather is getting a little bit cooler than what I thought, okay? And the birds are talking, so we're gonna go ahead and let them talk really quick. However, what we're gonna do today is get some fall planted annuals planted up in here. I've been going back and forth, but I think the safest thing for me to do, at first I was gonna put two types of plants in here, but I think the safest thing for me to do to go ahead and just get these planted so that I can start working on the other containers, so that I can start working on pulling up the in-ground plants that were for the spring and summer. I think we're gonna go with one type of plant in these containers right here. So I'm going to tell y'all, I'm going to pull this creeping Jenny right here. And the reason why I planted it, I'm thinking, because I don't have one over here, I'm thinking because this was my last one and I needed somewhere to put them. I have them in other containers over the garden, on the front porch, where we have, but this plant is just really taking over a little bit too much for me. And I don't know if this is the reason why this boxwood looks like this, because I don't have the creeping Jenny in this one, and this one looks fine. So I don't know if it's just taking over so much that it's smothering all of the other plants out. But what I've been doing is trying to make sure I don't let it touch the ground, and I don't think I'm doing a really good job of it. Because it roots really quickly, and creeping Jenny is a great name for it because it will start creeping everywhere. So I'm just going to pull this out, and so from now on, when we do our containers, we'll just do some type of colorful annual, and we'll leave the creeping Jenny out. What I always try to do as a recipe for my containers is do a filler, a thriller, and the spiller. And this was supposed to be the spiller, but it's just spilling a little bit too much for me. So basically what I'm going to do now, I wanted to start with these containers because these are going to be super easy to switch out, because all we have is the boxwoods, which stays year-round in here, and then we always just switch it out with an annual. I've been doing this for years, but normally I'll have a total of 3 different varieties, but just this season, until I can think up something for spring, we're gonna go with just 2, the boxwood and the annual. Another thing I want to do is go ahead and refresh the soil. So we're going to put a layer of compost in here. Y'all know that I always put a slow release fertilizer in here. It's pretty much always the plant tone, unless I'm trying out a new type of slow release fertilizer. But we're going to do some plant tone in here. It really is good, y'all. I really love their products, and it just releases the nutrients over time. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that by the annuals. Make sure you stick to the end, y'all, because I just told you what I might plant here, but who knows. I always do this, but I really do feel like, unless I walk over and just see something that jumps out at me, we're going to do the annuals. So make sure you stick to the end. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And what I'm going to do is, we actually have a free container guide that gives you some of the foundations to plant in containers. It's totally free. I'll make sure that I put that in the description, so make sure that you grab your free guide. So if you're just starting out or you have a small space, you can still grow in containers, and this guide is going to help you. Okay, so we're done with both containers right here. And remember, again, I will put the free container gardening guide in the description, but this is where we have to wait on the color to come. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button, because this is the it's a mix right here, and you don't know what color you get until they actually start blooming. And none of these had their blooms on it, so we're just gonna have to wait. But I do love the size of the flower and the vibrant color, and pansies are one of my favorite flowers to grow in the cool weather, just because even when the leaves have fallen and things look a little bit you know how winter looks, y'all. You just want to get back outside. These pansies can really stand a lot of that cold weather, and they'll add that color to the garden. Those and snapdragons, which is what we're filling a lot of the garden up this fall and winter season. And we're going to wait on the color, but we're going to continue to plant more of our containers up in the garden. So as always, thank you all so much for watching this video. Make sure you share this video with your family and your friends. And if you're not a subscriber, go ahead, tap the subscribe button. Make sure you tap the bell so that you can receive notification each and every time we upload a new video. Again, thank you all so much for watching. And until the next video, bye-bye.